What if I told you the way you feel in the first few minutes after waking up could be your body's earliest warning sign? And 90% of people ignore it every single day. That heavy head, that strange fog, that feeling like you slept, but somehow didn't recover. Your body may be trying to tell you something long before bigger problems show up. And what most people do next makes it even worse. Pause. Because this is not just about being a little tired. It's not just about getting older. And it's definitely not something you should brush off with another cup of coffee and a forced smile. There is one morning signal that millions of people experience, but very few pay attention to. And the scary part? By the time most people realize what it means, their body has been sending warnings for weeks, sometimes months. Stay with me, Ashal, because in a moment I'm going to show you what this signal really means, why it happens, and the simple morning changes that can help your body feel safer, lighter, and more energized again. And one of those changes takes less than 60 seconds. Let's talk about the signal. It's this. You wake up in the morning and instead of feeling restored, you feel off. Not sick, not dramatic, just wrong. Your mouth feels dry, your eyes feel heavy, your head feels cloudy, your body feels stiff. You sit up and for a few seconds you feel slower than you should. Maybe even older than you felt the night before. Sound familiar? You tell yourself, I just need coffee. Or, that's normal at my age. Or, I didn't sleep great, that's all. But here's where it gets serious. When this becomes your normal, why, your body may be telling you that something is out of balance. And most people never stop long enough to notice it. They rush straight into the day. They check their phone. They turn on the news. They drink coffee on an empty stomach. They push through the fog. And because they eventually feel a little better, they assume the warning has passed. But it hasn't. It's just been covered up. And this is the part no one talks about. Your first few minutes in the morning often reveal more about your body than the rest of the day does. Because before the distractions start, before the caffeine kicks in, before your routine takes over, your body tells the truth. Now here's the twist most people never hear. That morning heaviness is not always caused by not enough sleep. Sometimes it's caused by poor recovery. That means you may have been in bed for 7, 8, even 9 hours, but your body still didn't fully reset. Why? Because recovery during sleep depends on more than just time. It depends on hydration, breathing, stress, blood sugar balance, light exposure, your evening habits, and the way you wake up. What most people don't realize is that you can technically sleep and still wake up drained. That's why so many people say, I slept all night, but I still feel exhausted. And here's what makes it worse. Many people blame age, but often the real issue is that the body spent the entire night trying to manage things it should have been recovering from. Too much food too late, too little water, too much screen time, too much stress carried into bed, too many wake-ups during the night that you don't even remember. So the signal in the morning isn't random. It's a message, not a loud one, not a dramatic one, but a clear one. Your body is saying, I made it through the night, but I did not fully recover. Pause, and once you understand that, everything changes. Main content, 5 key signs and what they really mean. If you wake up foggy, don't ignore the first 10 minutes. The first point is simple. Pay attention to the first 10 minutes after waking, not 1 hour later, not after coffee, not after the shower. The first 10 minutes, ask yourself, do I feel clear or cloudy? Do I feel calm or already irritated? Do I feel steady or weak and slow? Because those first few minutes can reveal whether your body actually rested. If you wake up and your brain feels like it's moving through mud, that matters. If small things already annoy you before breakfast, that matters. If your body feels unusually heavy every morning, that matters. But here's where it gets scary. Most people only pay attention when pain gets loud. They ignore the quiet signals. And the body almost always whispers before it screams. So tomorrow morning, before you touch your phone, before you stand up too fast, just notice how you feel. That awareness alone can change your health. Dry mouth and morning thirst may be more important than you think. Now let's talk about one of the most ignored clues of all. Dry mouth. That sticky feeling, that strange thirst, that need to immediately drink something. A lot of people think it's nothing, but overnight your body naturally loses water through breathing and sweating. And if you didn't drink enough during the day, or if you had coffee, alcohol, salty food, or too much sugar at night, you may wake up already behind. That means your body starts the day under stress. And when that happens, you may feel tired, dizzy, heavy, or mentally slow. And this is the part no one talks about. As people get older, it becomes easier to miss the body's signals for thirst. So instead of feeling obviously thirsty, you may just feel off. Low energy, low patience, low focus, low mood, and then you blame yourself. But what most people don't realize is that sometimes the body is not asking for more effort. It's asking for basic support. Water, minerals from real food, a calmer start, a slower morning. Your late night habits may be creating your morning warning. Now let's go deeper. Because the morning signal often starts the night before. Think about the typical evening. A heavy dinner, a sweet snack, TV until late, phone in bed, maybe stress from the day still replaying in your mind. Maybe you fall asleep tired, but not truly relaxed. That matters more than people think, because your body doesn't just need sleep. It needs peace. It needs stability. It needs a chance to settle. If your system stays on all night, you might sleep, but not deeply enough to wake up refreshed. And here's the uncomfortable truth. A lot of people are not waking up tired because they are lazy. They're waking up tired because their body spent the night working instead of restoring. Working through stress, working through poor digestion, working through stimulation, working through tension. So if you keep waking up heavy, don't just ask, "What's wrong with my morning?" Ask, "What happened last night that my body is still dealing with?" That one question can unlock the real answer. The snooze button may be stealing more from you than you realize. This one surprises a lot of people. You wake up tired, so you do what feels natural. You hit snooze, 9 more minutes, maybe 10, maybe 3 times. It feels harmless, comforting even. But here's where it gets scary. That broken, half-sleep state can leave you feeling even worse. Instead of helping your body wake up, it confuses the process. You drift back under, then get pulled back out, again and again. And when you finally stand up, you feel groggier, not better. Your head is heavy, your mood is flat, your body feels delayed. What most people don't realize is that the first decision of the morning often sets the tone for the next few hours. If your morning starts in confusion, your energy often follows. So no, the snooze button is not always your friend. Sometimes it's the very reason the warning signal gets louder. The fastest fix may not be coffee. Now this part matters, because most people respond to the morning warning with one thing: coffee, immediately. And listen, coffee isn't the enemy, but using it as a mask can become a problem. If the first thing you do every day is silence the signal instead of listening to it, you miss the message. And this is the part no one talks about. Sometimes what your body needs first is light, water, movement, and air. Not stimulation, not more pushing, not another shortcut. When you step outside for even a few minutes, when sunlight hits your eyes, when you drink water before caffeine, when you move your body gently instead of collapsing back into the chair, your system gets a much clearer message. It's morning now. You are safe. Wake up. That's powerful, because the body responds best to signals it understands, and natural morning signals are stronger than most people think. So what do you do if this morning signal sounds familiar? Good news. You do not need a complicated plan. You need a simple reset. Here are 5 easy habits that can make a real difference. Pause and check in before doing anything. Tomorrow morning, before grabbing your phone, ask, "How do I actually feel right now?" Clear or foggy, dry or normal, heavy or light, calm or stressed. This takes 10 seconds. But it trains you to stop ignoring your body. And awareness is where change starts. Drink water before coffee. Keep a glass of water near your bed or in the kitchen. When you wake up, drink that first. Not gallons, just enough to support your body after the night. If your mouth is dry, your head is dull, or your body feels slow, this tiny habit can help more than you think. But here's where it gets interesting. A lot of people notice that once they do this consistently, they don't crave that first cup of coffee with the same desperation. That tells you something. Get morning light within the first part of your day. Open the curtains, step outside, stand on the porch, walk to the mailbox. Even a few minutes matters. Morning light helps tell your body, tell. The day has started. That can help your energy feel more natural and less forced. And for many people, this becomes the missing piece. Not more sleep, better signals. Move gently for 2 to 5 minutes. You do not need a hard workout. You do not need to crush the morning. Just move. Roll your shoulders. Walk around the house, stretch your legs, lift your arms. Take a few deeper breaths. That small amount of movement can help clear the heaviness and tell your body to shift out of sleep mode. And this is the part no one talks about. Gentle consistency often works better than extreme effort. Protect the last hour before bed. If your morning keeps warning you, fix the night. Try this. Eat a little earlier. Reduce heavy late-night snacks. Put the phone down sooner. Dim the lights. Let your mind slow down before bed. Why you are not trying to be perfect. You are trying to make recovery easier. That's it. Because the body can do amazing work overnight, but only if you stop making it fight through the night first. So if you've been waking up every morning feeling heavy, dry, foggy, stiff, or strangely drained, please don't laugh it off. Don't call it just age. Don't bury it under caffeine, and hurry, listen to it. Because your body is not trying to punish you, it's trying to protect you. That quiet morning signal may be one of the earliest chances you get to notice that something in your routine needs care. And the beautiful part is this. Small changes can create real relief. A little more awareness, a little more water, a little more light, a little less chaos at night. That may sound simple, but simple is often what the body understands best. And if you start now, you may not just feel better in the morning, you may feel more like yourself again. More clear, more steady, more alive. Because health problems rarely begin with one dramatic moment. They usually begin with small signals people ignore. So don't be one of them. If this spoke to you and you care about your health, subscribe to the channel. And if you've been feeling this morning warning lately, leave a comment that says, "I'm paying attention now."